Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yakuza Kiwami 2. In the last episode, once again, we went through Kamurocho doing side stuff, and this episode pretty much of the same. Let's get to it. Lady, it appears I can talk to you. Excuse me, aren't you Kazuma Kiryu-san? Yeah, that's me. Oh, well, it's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. I'm Suanaga, the headmistress of Sunflower Orphanage. Wait, Sunflower Orphanage? Kazuma-san built that orphanage. Nishiki, me, Yumi, and later Haruka. We all grew up there. Is this about Haruka? Is having her there causing you any trouble? Oh, trouble? Oh no, quite the opposite. If anything, the orphanage is never so bright as when she's around. Well, that's a relief. But if you don't mind me asking, what happened to the old caretaker? Oh, he was having a spot of health trouble, so he made the difficult decision to move back to his family in the country. I've taken over in his absence. I see. But what brings you out to the city? This isn't exactly the safest part of town. Oh, well, I'm ashamed to admit to you of all people, but money has been getting quite tight lately. After Kazuma-san passed, things have been getting difficult to say the least. I'm sorry to hear that. Kashiwagi-san stepped in as our benefactor, but despite his best efforts, he's just too busy to spare us much attention. I know this is a lot to ask of you, sir, but if you have any love for the orphanage still, do you think you could assist us with an occasional donation? I owe everything to Sunflower, and Kazuma-san. I can't promise there'll be much help, but I'll certainly contribute what I can. Oh, you will? Oh, thank you so much. I make regular trips to Kamurocho to pick things up, so you can talk to me anytime you'd like to make a donation. Or if it's more convenient, you can use an ATM in the convenience store around town to wire us. That sounds easy enough. Just out of curiosity, how much are you thinking you'll need? Well, no amount would be too large, but I think somewhere in the ballpark of 50,000 yen would keep us afloat as far as basic living expenses go. Got it. Oh, thank you again, Kiryu-san. 50,000 yen? That is absolutely nothing compared to Kazuma Kiryu's wallet. Suanaga needs 50k to help keep the orphanage up and running. I should donate when I can. And we'll donate right away. I got some money. Alright. You know what? Have 100,000 yen. You're too kind, Kiryu-san. I can't state enough how much of a help you are to these children. Thank you. I mean, is that enough? Suanaga-san, is something wrong? Oh, Kiryu-san. You see, the orphanage recently took in this boy about Haruka's age. His name is Hayato-kun. He's a troubled child, and he's not made a single friend yet. I'm quite worried about him. It can be tough to acclimate to an orphanage situation. The other kids are treating him well, right? They're doing their best, but he makes it a point to keep his distance. They can only do so much. You were an orphan once, Kiryu-san. Do you have any suggestions? I hate it when these questions come to me. I'm never prepared for them. Find something he's interested in? Maybe you can figure out something he's interested in. Yes, I suppose that might make him open up a bit. I wonder what that would be. Did you get any details when you took him in? Where he's from, what his hobbies are, anything? Well, apparently he did used to take care of the class pet at his old school. It's possible he's got a soft spot for animals.
Sounds like that's your answer.
But we don't have any pets as Sunflower.
Well, that won't do.
Kiryu, you're not seriously thinking about getting a pet, are you? Where could I possibly find a pet? Well, maybe... oh, okay, never mind. Haruka just sent me a text. Jesus, that was fast. Hi, Uncle Kaz. The headmistress told me about your idea for helping Hayato-kun. God, these people work fast. Do you remember the puppy we saved last year? I was thinking maybe we could find him and bring him to Sunflower. What do you think?
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wonder what became of that little guy. Well, I bet the guys from Purgatory could track down a dog. I'll give Mugosa a call.
Wait, we're actually following up on the puppy?
Hello? Hey, Mugosa. This is Kiryu.
Kiryu-san. Oh man, I expected to get a call from. What's going on?
Actually, Haruka and I let the dog loose in the city last year before we left. You didn't happen to keep track of it, did you?
Keep track of it? I kept the little guy.
You did? Well, would you be willing to part with him for some kids? They need a pet at Sunflower Orphanage.
Oh, ain't that the orphanage Haruka grew up at?
That's the one. Would you be willing? Or did you get too attached?
Well, for you, Kiryu-san, for the kids, and for this little guy's happiness, I'll do it. Meet me at the theater.
Thanks, Mugosa. I'll see you there.
Oh, this is so sad. I really don't want to tear away the puppy from the guy. I mean, he's homeless and he's probably found a lot of companionship with that puppy, and I'm just gonna take it away. Man, I completely forgot that we found out what happened to the puppy. Man, that's a plot thread that I never thought we'd get back to, I must admit. But it's probably the right thing to do. Hey there, buddy.
Oh, Kiryu-san, looking good, man. It's been a while. How you been?
Not bad. Me and Pochitaro here became good friends after last year.
Pochitaro? Isn't that the name Haruka gave him?
Look at you, little buddy, growing up big and strong.
Huh, you done better.
I think Pochitaro's gonna love those kids just as much as they love him, Kiryu-san. It's about time he got off the streets.
Thanks for this, Mugosa.
Oh, I'll be sure to try and find you another dog, okay? I mean, maybe not right away, because that'd be kind of cruel. Just to remind you that we took your other dog away, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm sure we can work something out. But for now, I gotta get this dog back to the kids. Hey there, lady. I'm gonna talk to you before some folks catch up to me. Oh, Kiryu-san. Oh, who's this little guy?
His name's Pochitaro. Haruka looked after him for a little while last year after we saved him from some punks.
Oh, she really did that? How kind of her.
He also kind of beat the shit out of those punks as well.
They had it coming.
Will you be able to accommodate him at Sunflower? Having a dog there would lift everyone's spirits, including Hayato-kun's.
Of course I would. Are you sure it's alright, though?
Absolutely. Your orphanage is the best place for him.
Oh, thank you so much, Kiryu-san. This is going to make the kids so happy.
Now you be good over there, Pochitaro.
And thus... Hi, Uncle Kaz. Thanks for finding Pochi for me. Hayato-kun loves dogs. He already took Pochi for a walk. After he instant transmissioned over to Sunflower. And we got a photo of Pochi. Look, I understand that time... I always say this with every Yakuza game. I understand time is supposed to be canonically, like, moving forward. It's just so funny with things happening one after another with no break in between. Like, imagine if real life, like, this type of shit happened. I did something, I helped someone, and immediately, as soon as I tried to turn away, I get a text from them saying, hey, thanks for helping me the other day. It's absolutely ridiculous. Also, apparently I can still talk to you. Pochitaro has really brought some life back to Sunflower in the 5 seconds he was there. More importantly, he's helped Hayato-kun start getting to know the other children. In those 4 seconds he was there.
Sounds like Pochitaro's living the high life over there.
Oh, this really is the best case scenario. Thank you so much, Kiryu-san.
Don't thank me, thank Pochitaro.
Haha, of course. And if you're ever feeling generous, we're still accepting donations, of course.
Of course.
I'll be back to give the donations. At a later date. But for now...
Let's see if we can head out to another location. Because we still got plenty of sub-stories to do in this city. You know, something always seems to be happening in this back alley.
Huh?
And it always seems to be someone getting beaten up. You think you can go muscling in on our turf, chubs? I told you once already, we don't want your pervy shit around here.
Yeah.
No, I've got it clean, I swear. Bullshit! This town, everything's a goddamn fetish. I mean, it's not just located in the town, dude. I mean, there's this thing called the internet, and if you really want to find what you're looking for, then I'm sure someone will cater your needs. Well, why don't you show us the goods? Or are you so scared that you'll get turned on by your own stash?
That's not it at all. Though, I guess my wares are a little eccentric.
Yeah? I called it. Come on, dump your bag.
Please, no. Somebody help me.
What's the name of the game, Kiryu? Guess I should lend a hand. And who the hell are you? You really gonna butt into this?
Boy.
Hey, leave him alone. He's not gonna hurt anyone selling his stuff in this back alley.
Huh?
You're one of Fatso's friends, guys. Sorry, but he's not getting off the hook that easy, and neither are you.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse my companion here. His methods are rather uncouth. That said, we cannot permit this man to sell his illicit wares in our territory. Perhaps you'd like to cover the vendor's fee in his stead? It's 300,000 yen, sir.
I'm not paying you shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have that kind of money.
Huh?
The hell? No money, no selling.
Indeed, those are the rules.
Alright.
Teach these two a lesson, will you?
Say your prayers, pervs. Hey man, if he wants to sell his illicit stuff in the back alley, who am I to stop him? Although that is a weird thing to fight for, Kiryu, I must say. Like, it's pretty shady, all things considered. Like, is there anything you can sell in a back alley that isn't shady? Probably not. Also, hey there, old guys. It seems like you've come in for the fun as well. But, unfortunately, the fun isn't going to last that long because, well, these guys break easily. Much like the car that this guy is named after. Freaking Hondas. They've never been reliable to me.
You're a little more than a rank and file guy, aren't you?
Dude, have you seen my build? I'm like a foot taller than you. I'm not Yakuza anymore.
But you were then. There's some comfort in knowing we did just get defeated by a civilian.
So, are you done messing with this guy?
Indeed. Might makes right, and you have proven yours. Let us go.
Wow, that was actually settled somewhat decently.
Thank you so much.
You need to be more careful, okay? If you don't go through the proper channels, this will happen every time.
I'm really sorry. I never had to pay any vendor fees when Majima-san controlled the area. But before I knew it, turf changed hands and this new family started squeezing every last yen out of me.
Really? Majima-san might be unconventional, but even he would charge vendor fees in his territory.
Oh, he did charge me. In a way, he made me hunt down rare videos for him. Freaky martial arts type stuff.
Do I want to know?
I don't know. I mean, there is a sort of gleam in your eye.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Kamiya. So yes, this is Kamiya Words. This is actually a man from the Yakuza series and has been pretty much a mainstay for most of the games. And he specializes in weapons. But also, in this case, he also specializes in giving new moves. Mainly,
with his DVDs right here. Anyway, I am Kamiyama. Looking forward to doing business with you. From the newest releases to the deepest cuts, I've got everything you could ever need. Just to stop by if you are ever in the mood. I'll be waiting. Oh, we'll come back to you, Kamiyama. Don't you worry, because you have some stuff for us that is very useful later down the line. But not right now. Also, I should probably look at those CDs that I just bought, because... actually, doesn't look like I can look at them right now. Okay, I guess I'll have to look at them later. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay. Let's head on over this way. Man, everything's so close to each other this episode. I kind of love it. Also, I really don't want to fight you guys right now. I'm just gonna scoot on past you and see what's down this here road. That I would usually have no reason to go down.
Nah.
Man, what am I gonna do? It's been months and still nothing. I heard Yamauchi and Takanaka already have multiple offers. We're the only ones left. I'm up to 80 rejections now. My self-esteem is shot. Nothing's come through for me either. I never thought it would take this long.
What are we talking about?
Maybe we're just unemployable.
There must be somewhere that'll take us.
Oh wait, that was the girl.
Sounds like their job hunt isn't going too so well.
Hey, I saw something interesting at the train station the other day. Would you guys be up for a group interview?
Oh.
A what? You mean all of us interviewing together? Yeah. We all go in the same time, and we take turns hyping each other up. Sounds like way less stressful than a regular interview.
I guess there's more than one way to get a job.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I'll be way more relaxed with you guys in the same room. Where do we apply? I'm in too. But do you think we can really be ready on such short notice? In that case, how about we do a practice run? I know a place that does mock interviews. It's 4 people to a group though. We'll need to find someone to come with us. And then let's give Matsui a call. I bet he's still employed. Good idea. I'll get in touch with him in a sec. The mock interviews are held at a spot in Park Boulevard. Let's get our confidence up and show the interviewer who's boss.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll see you over there. Man, I'm real glad they decided to not look over their shoulders and see some guy who's like 6 feet staring at them. Really intimidating, like.
One of them dropped something. They were heading to Park Boulevard, right? If I head that way, maybe I'll deliver it.
Park Boulevard. That is... Man, that's all the way up there. I mean, it's a little bit out of the way, and apparently I also found a locker key, don't even know where that was. But, I'm sure I can make some time for them. I mean, they seem like nice students. Plus, they must be really desperate for a job if they're resorting to job amulets.
This is Kiryu.
Kiryu-san,
It's Daigo. Daigo, are you alright?
yeah, I'm... Is this Kazuma Kiryu-san?
Nani?
Who the hell are you?
You'll find out soon enough. If you want Daigo Dojima to live, meet me at 1 AM tomorrow night at the Amano building.
The Amano building. What about Chairman Goda? Is he alive?
You'll find out soon enough. Oh, and be sure to come alone.
Fine.
See you.
Tomorrow, 1 AM, the Amano building. The Tojo Clan officers will want to hear this. I better catch a cab.
Well, that's a story thing that I was not expecting to see, but it still has to wait because I got an amulet to deliver. I'm sorry, Daigo, I'm sure you'll understand. This is very important. Hey, here's the 3 students.
Oi.
Hey, are you here for the mock interview?
Yes, do you need something?
I think you dropped this.
Oh, my charm. I thought I'd lost it for good. Oh, that's some bad luck, losing your charm. Maybe that's why we're in this mess. Hey, don't blame it on me. This is all Matsui-kun's fault.
Oh. Is something wrong?
Well, we were supposed to have a mock group interview today, but our fourth dropped out at the last minute. Matsui was supposed to join us, but apparently he got a job offer. He waited till now to text me, though, and the interview is in a few minutes. We need a minimum of 4.
After all that practice, too. He left you guys in quite a bind.
Yeah, we would have been fine if someone hadn't dropped their charm. Hey, don't pin this on me. It's not like you helped either.
Enough, you two. Fighting won't solve anything.
Hey, are you free right now?
Oh. Why do you ask?
Well, we're all pretty bummed about not being able to do the mock interview. We practiced so hard. I was just wondering, well, if you'd be our 4th?
Me?
What are you thinking? We can't just rope a random stranger into this.
I mean, why not? I'm used to it.
But he looks professional enough. Besides, he was nice enough to bring back the charm, right? So, sir, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but could you help us?
I'm not exactly a student.
Ugh, we're hopeless. I wish a nice cushy job would just fall into my lap.
I don't want to see their practice go to waste either, but what should I do?
Look, Kiryu, it'll be fine. We just need those glasses.
Those freaking glasses from Yakuza 0.
Maybe I can borrow that guy's glasses.
Anyway, let's just help them out either way. Alright, as long as you're sure I'll fit in.
You'll really help. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. My name's Katayama. He's Maisawa-kun, and she's Mizuguchi-san.
I'm Kiryu.
Are you sure about this, Katayama? This guy's, well, he's old. I don't care if he's 80, we just need a 4th. Oh, you're a lifesaver, Kiryu-san. Anyway, during the interview, you should try to say stuff that flows with what we're talking about, you know, to back us up. Then, when it gets to your turn, just try to make us sound as good as possible. Oh, and, thank you again, Kiryu-san.
What have I gotten myself into now?
Hey, it can't be any worse than the photo shoot. This is just a regular interview. We can get through this. God, now I'm having flashbacks to when I had to do freaking cover letters. Ugh, the horror. Thank you all for coming today. Let's begin the interview. As this is a group interview, we'll have each of you take a turn to tell us about yourselves. So, shall we begin? We can start with introductions. I'm Takuma Maizawa. I'm Chika Mizuguchi. My name's Toshiki Katayama.
Kiryu. Kazuma Kiryu.
We're all very excited to be here, sir. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you.
Wonderful. An energetic greeting is a positive first impression for any potential employer. Now then, let's hear a little about your strengths, but don't get too carried away or you'll sound like you're bragging. Why don't you start us off, Maizawa-kun?
Hi. Well, I spent a lot of time in college playing futsal. It's basically 5-on-5 indoor soccer on a smaller field. I was so good that they made me captain of the team, and we went on to play second in the citywide tournament.
Hmm.
Being a team player is important.
Agreed, and second place is a fantastic result.
Maizawa-kun has such incredible focus when he's playing futsal. I mean, I did make a lot of great friends on the team. The guys always used to talk about how his great social lubricant.
He really helped people get along. Yeah, okay. That's the right one. He really helped people get along. That's splendid.
Don't you think Maizawa-kun has incredible social skills?
He's really outgoing too. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't even know Katayama-kun if Maizawa-kun hadn't introduced us.
Hi.
Great point. He's so good at connecting people and making sure they get along. I'm pretty sure that was just the girl. Whatever, it's fine, keep going. Recruiter didn't notice. I look forward to utilizing those skills in a more professional environment. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for listening. Great, you're next, Mizuguchi-san.
Hi.
My best asset is my cooking, for sure. Nobody can top my signature potato salad.
Not to be rude, but how exactly do you plan to apply that to a workplace?
Well,
It shows she's a diligent worker. If Mizuguchi-san can learn to perfect a recipe, then maybe she could do the same at her job.
right. You can constantly have to multitask when you cook, too. I'm confident that I can bring that ability to the workplace.
Well said. I look forward to seeing where your career takes you, Mizuguchi-san. Moving on, is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Mizuguchi-san?
Let me see. Oh, a year ago, I went on a soul-searching trip to India. It was enlightening.
I bet it's good to experience other cultures. Learn their values, know their struggles.
Exactly. Seeing how people lived in India really opened my eyes to how narrow my view of the world was.
I see. It sounds like that was a valuable experience for you. Okay, who is that person with the buzzer in the background? Is there someone here just, like, hitting a, like, buzzer that just makes a correct noise if I get it right?
It was. I think back on how I learned there very often. Well, that's it for me. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
That was great, thank you. Katayama-san, you're up next. Okay, now what to talk about?
When I was in college, I became totally captivated by the field of robotics.
That's a future-proof industry. Indeed, robotics is what drives our society and possibly even the whole world forward. Didn't your research win some kind of reward, Katayama?
That's right, it had a pretty big impact on the academic world. Speaking of my research, I got pretty frustrated by it at times. My teacher motivated me to push through that. Finally reaching my goal showed me the value of tenacity. As they say, persistence pays dividends.
That's a great workplace attitude.
Hi.
Thank you. I'll use what I learned from my robotics research to propel myself forward in the professional world.
I can't wait to see where you end up.
Me either. I think back on the work very fondly.
Well, that's all I have to say. I hope I've...
Well, that's all I have to say. Hope I've performed to your standards.
And that leaves us with you, Kiryu-kun. You're not exactly a recent graduate, are you?
Hey.
Right, I decided to spend some time in the real world. So you're seeking a mid-career realignment, I take it. In that case, I have a few questions for you. First, what was your previous occupation? Well... Oh god. I did used to do real estate! I used to be in real estate years ago. Real estate? That's a surprise. May I ask what your role was? I actually managed the entire firm. I recruited staff, structured my team, and delegated assignments, all to compete against these 5 evil billionaires. Wow, experience like that will no doubt prove valuable for any company. Yeah, I even beat the shit out of most of them. It was a lot of fun. For your second question, Kiryu-kun, let's see, why don't you tell us where you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? In other words, do you have any career ambitions? Oh my god. I mean, these two are funny, but this one will probably make the most impact. I'm actually thinking of starting an orphanage. Helping those who can't help themselves has always been one of my strong suits. What a splendid goal, Kiryu-kun. You must truly care about the children in need. I even donated to an orphanage not long ago. In this episode, in fact. Our Kiryu-san has shown nothing but kindness for as long as we've known him. Interesting, I must say, Kiryu-kun. That changes my opinion of you somewhat. Looks like our time is up. Does anyone have anything else to say? One more thing, yes. Thank you for having us. 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 Wonderful. A pleasant farewell is the perfect way to close an interview and ensure you're memorable. Well, everyone, that brings our mock interview to a close. Thank you all for your hard work today. Oh boy! That brings our mock interview to a close. Let's see how you did. You know, that was perhaps the best mock interview I've ever conducted. You guys are ready for the real thing. Just wait outside for a few moments while I prepare. You don't mind sticking around, do you? Of course not. Yeah, we did it! Oh, you saved us, Kiryu-san. I never thought a mock interview could turn into a real opportunity. This is incredible. I'm happy for you guys. We couldn't have done it without your help, Kiryu-san. Thanks for sticking with us. I'm forever in your debt. We'll never forget you. Huh, I hope your next interview goes just as well, but I should probably step out. We totally understand. Here, I know this isn't much, but we owe you one. Big time. A Japanese driver's watch. Well, we should head back up there. Right. Oh, and that stuff you made up about yourself was incredible, Kiryu-san. You almost had me convinced it was real. But it was real. Oh, don't worry, Kiryu. Someday people will know. But that day is not today. Because this is going to be the end of the episode. Man, this episode was all over the place. We got a whole bunch of stuff done, and I think it's about time that we start thinking about going over to the Tojo Clan headquarters. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Yakuza Kiwami 2, we'll do just that. If you liked this episode, remember to do what John can keep on saying to do, and I'll see you guys then. We should probably help out Daigo and make sure he doesn't get killed.